to figure out her life to keep y'all's life, that doesn't work.
Either I had continually missed something or she had continually missed something. And then I think like kind of like how I said before is that your end game is different than my end game.
People tend to think, I'm going to stick it out because you'll change
Mhm.
because you love me.
I had spent so much time building a life that I love. So when everything gets flipped around, I'm having to rebuild.
When you're divorced, you're divorced. That is not your family anymore. Welcome to the pickup line. I have a new co-host this week, a guest. I'm so excited. It's Jamilla. Jamilla, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my goodness, now I'm on the spot. Okay, so my name
Okay.
is Jamilla.
Mhm.
Let's see, I am a mom of two, Harper and Holland.
Mhm.
They are 8 and 5. Let me double check. 8 and 5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You always
Double
have to
quick.
double check. It's that mom brain. It's that mom brain,
Yes.
right? It just
Yes.
takes you
Really.
down.
Ooh, I've been creating content for about a decade now.
10 years?
Yes.
Oh my God, then I'm really excited you're here. Like, right? Like, so I'm really, really excited you're here. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, she came to teach us some things,
No,
ladies.
wait, I
Yes.
didn't promise all that. I didn't promise
Yes.
all
It's
that.
going to be great. It's going to be 10 years.
Yes, so 10 years creating content. First, it started off with me getting engaged and just not really seeing a lot of Black lesbian content. There
Mhm.
was some representation, but I wanted representation like living single for the gay, Sex in the City for the gay.
Right.
But
You're
like,
definitely sexy.
I'm absolutely a Miranda, but I really
Oh my,
appreciate
oh my
that.
God,
I
you're
did, yes.
Miranda.
When I
Okay.
moved out to Douglasville in a single family home, I said, this
Mhm.
is very Miranda. But yeah, that was the goal, was really just representation for Black lesbians. And then I started family planning. So family planning as lesbians, some of the microaggressions that we experience in the healthcare, becoming a mother, balancing that with corporate. Then I became full-time content creator. So I've been divorced for about a year now. So now the content is my life after divorce, mothering after divorce, and like coming back to myself after
I
divorce.
saw the glow up.
Oh,
And you're definitely glowing.
thank you.
When you first walked in, I just must say, when you first walked in, I just want people to understand you're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. My God,
Very
thank you.
tiny, but absolutely beautiful. To me, when I look at you on your page, it does you absolutely no justice. You're
Thank
just like,
you.
I was just like, I kind of threw me back a little, right? I'm never like
Oh my
speechless,
goodness.
but I was kind of like, oh my God, she's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep you. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and the skin's flawless. So
Thank you.
whatever you're doing, if
Mhm.
it's glow up or if it's just healing or if it's
Mhm.
just spiritual, it's working.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much,
It's
especially coming
working.
from you, because my
It's
goodness.
working. It it's all there.
Thank
I
you.
can't say. So how are the kids?
The girls are good. I think with girls are mature, and
Mhm.
my whole approach to life, honestly, motherhood and life, is being as honest with my children as their maturity level allows.
Mhm.
So no question is off limits, no conversation is off limits. It's not really a because I said so. I try to break everything down to their understanding. Your mothers wanted to be happy, and their happiness, their end of the trail happiness, was no longer joined.
That's way more important for anything.
Absolutely.
If you're in a marriage and it's not working and you're trying to manipulate it into looking like the Huxtables, that
Oh,
doesn't work.
and the kids know.
Yeah, oh,
The kids always know.
and you honestly don't have to tell your kids anything.
No.
You don't have to tell your kids anything. You
Hmm.
don't have to say, "Oh, mommy's not happy. We're a little sad." They see sadness. They
Absolutely.
can feel your energy. Like
Hmm.
it's like when you pick up your kids from carpool and they get in the car and they're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Hey, are you okay,
Yeah.
mommy?"
Yes.
That little voice that's like, "Are
I
you okay? Are you having a good
know.
day?" I commend you for what you've done because kids will take on that guilt.
Mhm.
And kids will say, "Hey, am I part of the reason you're not happy today,
Yeah.
mom? Did I do something wrong?
Mhm.
Is it something I can do better? Should I help you a little more?" And I think that making the choice to divorce instead of staying in a marriage that is not healthy for everybody
Absolutely.
is so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better. God will totally honor that because what are we going to teach our kids,
Oh, and that was
right?
really
What are you
because
going to teach our kids?
I pray on alignment. And
Mhm.
so for me, I can kick and scream, but anything that doesn't feel alignment or for me in that moment, it has to be moved out. And I think by walking that path, all I can do is teach my children to do the same.
But you do realize it's gonna get out anyway.
Oh my goodness,
Like
by
it might take
force.
a little. It may take a little while.
Yes.
It may take a little while. I always tell my kids, it's like, when you bake a cake and you have to sift out the flour.
Yes.
And so nobody wants to do the sifting part, right? We always want to just get to the beautiful cake. Yes. We don't want to sift all the shit out. We just want to just.
Yeah.
So it's like sifting out your life. And as we go through life, we make mistakes, right? And not that it was a mistake, but if you're unhappy where you're at, it's nobody else's responsibility to fix it or to make you happy but you. And I think a lot of women and I think a lot of mothers tend to think that if I stay in an unhealthy marriage or if I stay, I'm showing the kids how to be resilient or how to stay or how to work through it. No, you're just showing the kids how to be miserable.
Oh my goodness.
You're showing the kids how to be miserable because you get warning signs. And once the warning signs are there, it's like, well, you gonna stay? Warning? We gonna stay yellow all the time? Or we gonna go? We gonna go red, yellow, or green? We gotta pick one. We've got to pick one. So I think it's great. But you look amazing, and you seem like you're very happy. It's been a year.
It's been a year. The divorce, like the actual divorce, has been a year. Separated, maybe a year and a half, 2. But yeah,
you guys get along.
Yes, we co-parent well.
Okay, good.
Yes, and that's been a blessing because what I say is we've always partnered well.
Okay.
That was what we were good at, was partnering. And I had to make a choice very early on. When the things blow up and you're like, what? This was my life. And now everything's blown up. What are the next steps?
Girl.
For me, the next step was.
You're preaching to the choir over here. I get it. I understand.
For me, I was just thinking, like, if this is our last couple of summers in this house together as a unit, before houses get sold, before the divorce is finalized, before we officially part, like, let's get this co-parenting part right. Let's get this part right. So no matter what, if they're not seeing their parents together, they see respect and they see love and they feel family. And that was like, everything else I'll figure out on my own by myself. But forefront, let's figure this out for my children.
And it's very important for kids to see parents united.
Yes.
Because when kids get older, they can manipulate the relationship if you're not getting along. They can manipulate, I'm going to get this from mom because, I'm going to get this from her and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. They go to one parent for one thing and another parent for another thing. Kids are very, very smart.
Yes.
And they know how to work the skirt. They know how to work the skirt very, very well. So it's always been, for me in my house, it was like, I've never been married. We have children. We would go on vacations together.
Yeah.
We would take the kids to events together. We would go to sporting events together. And nobody could understand that because people were like, well, you shouldn't be able to get along with the father of your children. Y'all shouldn't be doing all that. It's not about you when you have kids. And I think that's part of the reason why our kids are going through what they're going through right now is because they don't feel like they have two parents.
Right.
Some of them feel like when you become a single parent or you're divorced, that it's just that away. They don't feel like you should be able to get along. And I commend you for getting along with your partner because what else is there?
Yeah.
And a lot of times I've been looking at podcasts lately and they're like, when you're divorced, you're divorced. That is not your family anymore. When you're divorced, it's over. I don't agree with that.
Right.
I think that just because you're divorced or just because you have separated and you've gone on your separate lives, you guys should be friends. You should be able to get along. You shared a lot of years together. There's no anger or bitterness in this, right? I mean, there's hurt because, a divorce is like a death.
There's grief. Absolutely.
There is grief. Yeah. You have to get over that. You have to work through that. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you have to hate your ex because of it. That means let's figure out a way to redesign this, reconfigure this into having a great family and a great working relationship. And I did it with my ex for years. I didn't always want to do it. I would laugh because my boyfriends would break up with me. I'd be like, what? I'm getting broke up again. Like, I keep getting broke up with. What? Because nobody could understand that I was like, well, I'm going.
Yeah, these are my children. Yes.
My kids want me to go. Well, you don't need to be there. Well, I do.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all don't need to be together. Well, we do. Well, you don't need to call right now. Well, I do. So I don't think there's an appropriate time to call your ex or talk to your ex or be with your ex. When y'all have kids, y'all have kids.
Yeah.
And when you move on and you move on with another partner, God hopes the partner realizes it, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you don't, I used to always say, well, if you don't, I mean, I'm not making a choice.
No.
No, I'm not making a choice. But that happens because
Yeah.
people don't understand effective co-parenting. They don't understand strong co-parenting. They don't understand that there would be Thanksgivings where he would spend Thanksgiving with us. There would be
Yes.
times that he would be with us over the holidays or my mother's birthday, or I would be with them at his Grammy's birthday. And we did what we had to do, and then we just separated.
See you later.
It
See you
was
at the
see
next
you
event.
later. It was. It was. It was like, okay, I'll see you at the game.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then we sit by the game and cheer, yay! And then we're
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
And hopefully everybody understands it. But if you don't, you don't. So what's your summer looking like? You got summer plans? Are you guys going to do anything with kids?
Summer plans. The girls are out for summer. My youngest will be going into kindergarten, so this is her first true summer.
Oh my God.
So they typically go to Virginia for 2 weeks, maybe in June. So I feel like mom needs like a real summer
Oh, you
fun.
having a hot girl summer.
I really hope so. I really
You
have
are
to make
having
it
a hot
happen.
girl summer.
I need it. I need it.
You
and I
do
deserve
need
it.
it. You do need it.
Yeah.
And listen, my son went with my mother every summer for years.
Love it.
And I was like, ooh, they would go to the Y, they would go to the water park. I mean, I remember one time they went to the Grand Canyon. I was like,
Wow.
what? Y'all going to the Grand Canyon? She's like, we driving.
Love that.
I'm not,
Love
but it's
that for
okay.
you.
We would have been on a plane, right? And it's the best time. It gave me so much time to regroup.
Yes.
And I mean, I could clean my house. I could get myself together. I could read a book. I could just hang out with my girlfriends. It's very much needed.
It's a nice reset because every year I quote Jody's mother for baby boy, like, mama got to have a life too.
Mama needs a life.
Okay, so those 2 weeks are a nice reset, recalibration.
But if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Nobody can be happy.
No. If mama's not happy, nobody's happy.
No, and even though there's 2 mothers in this situation, I'm big mama. So big mama.
Oh my God, I love it. I love big mama.
If big mama's happy, if big mama's not happy, nobody's happy. Not at all. Yeah.
I agree with that. She said big mama.
Absolutely. Not even 5 feet, but big mama.
No, okay, that surprised me too. When I first met you, I was like, she's little like my mom. She's like Jean. I haven't seen anybody as short as Jean in a long time.
Is Jean feisty?
Mama is little.
Is she feisty?
Yeah.
You gotta be.
She's sassy.
You have to be.
The world revolves around Jean.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm sitting with my mother.
Absolutely. What's her sign?
Mama's a Taurus.
Okay, see, I'm a Leo.
Oh, my sister's a Leo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you get along with me.
Okay, what's your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius to my
Yes,
heart.
we're fire signs.
I'm a Sag to the core.
See, we should have known that.
No, well, we know it now.
Yes.
Now we know it now.
Yes,
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I like it.
Yeah, we're gelling. We are gelling. So you're going to have 2 weeks off in the summer.
Yes.
And then when they come back, what happens?
I feel like when my kids are around, okay, so co-parenting is very interesting because the schedule is I have them every other weekend. We do 2-5. So
what is the 2-5?
2-5 is she has them Monday, Tuesdays. I have them Wednesday, Thursday, and we rotate.
How do y'all do that? Do y'all live near each other?
Maybe like 20 minutes.
Okay, so do you got like how's homework work? Like, so she has homework that day, you have homework this day, and y'all keeping this schedule? Girl, that didn't work for us.
Yes, and the oldest is 5 days. And she knows what she's like.
I had all the days.
You had all the days.
I had all the days. I had all.
What
the
about
days.
the weekends?
I never had a day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had all the days. I had every day. I was praying for
something,
some other kind of day.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
Yeah. So I can't complain in that regard.
I would have loved to have a schedule where it was like, okay, can you keep the schedule?
Yes.
Baby wouldn't have kept it, but it's okay.
Yeah, the schedule is pretty good. The girls are good about carrying items back and forth.
That is awesome. So it's not like just keep your clothes over there.
Pick up the phone. Okay, what clothes you got over there? Okay, I got this over here. Okay, I'm sending this with her.
Okay, so can I just say this? That's because women just do shit better. I know. Don't eat me up, men. Don't eat me up. And we still want the single dads to watch. But women just do shit. I remember going to the WNBA All-Star game with my daughter, Mariah. and Gracie was with us. I was sitting in the hotel. We were all sitting in the hotel after we ate White Castle. This is no lie. And I looked at Mariah and I said, you know what? You know why this weekend is so much fun and I'm enjoying myself? She's like, why? I go, women just do shit better. Every basketball player signed autographs, took time out to talk to the kids. It was just like so much love. Like the other mom is keeping the schedule. Everybody's doing what they need to do. Ain't nobody arguing, fussing, and fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna drink to that.
I'll take a sip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're gonna drink to that because I'm telling you, it's like you said you was gonna be here at 6. You said you was coming on the 12th at 10 o'clock, at 8 o'clock. The 12th came and went.
See, I can't complain in that regard. See that? I just can't complain.
Yeah, we just don't skip that. That's a whole nother show. A whole nother show. Yeah, but I think it's great. I think it's great that you guys get along. How are you gonna feel if little mama starts dating?
My children?
No.
Oh, because I'm big mama.
You big mama, so there's a little mama.
I'm mama, she's mommy. I think she should date. Date away.
I'm gonna get another
I think that's wonderful.
Yes. I think that people get to move on. How would you feel about meeting little mama's other person?
We can meet, we can say hi. We don't have to be best friends, but anyone who's like around my children, like I want to just.
Especially when they're young.
Especially when they're young. Absolutely.
When they're young, you need to know who's hanging out with your kids.
And then you have to go out there and you have to be a good person because you can't be bad to other people and then people think that this is what I was putting up with. Like whatever I poured into you, go out and be better. Be a better person, live your life, be happy. Because the more happier she is, the more as a person individually, the more she has overflow to pour into our kids. And then I'm not compensating in any other way. We're meeting each other equally.
Okay, you can answer this or you don't have to.
Okay.
What was your deal breaker? What made you decide I want to leave? Was it just your individual happiness? Was it a family unit as a whole? What made you say, hey, you know what? I love you enough to leave you?
Absolutely. Let's see. I'm trying to think how general I can make this as possible. I think there were certain conversations where I realized that either I had continually missed something or she had continually missed something. And then I think like kind of like how I said before is that your end game is different than my end game. And I don't know how we got here. I don't know what little decisions along the way, but how you're describing what your happy looks like versus how I describe what my happy looks like we're in two different boats right now. And it has to be equal. Like I absolutely am going to bring this forward and these are the changes. But at the end of the day, what gets you to happy is different than mine. And that's okay.
And that is okay.
Because I truly believe we're not here to own one another.
No. And you can't change a person.
No.
And I think that's what we're seeing a lot is people tend to think, you know, I'm going to stick it out because you'll change because you love me. You'll change because of the family. You'll change.
Or they're entitled or you
Zebras
owe it
don't
to
change
me.
their stripes.
No.
You don't change. You know what I'm saying? You try to accommodate.
Yes.
But if you're trying to accommodate another human being, you become unhappy. And then when there's two people that are unhappy, it just doesn't gel.
It's just not going to work.
It's like trying to fit a piece in a puzzle that is just not going to fit.
Right.
And so I think that's very good. I think that to thy own self be true.
And that's all we want. Because when I think about what my mother wants for me, like similar like to what I want for my kids, what my mother wants for me is for me to be happy. Same as her mother. You know, we're all out here, our mother's kids.
I say this on every show, and I'm going to say it again. That's what we need more of. We need more mothers helping to guide our women and our young women on how to be happy. We need more mothers saying to our kids, you know, hey, wait, did you stop and pray about this? Did you think about this? You know, that's probably really not a good look for you. And whether you decide to listen or not is on you.
That's on you.
It is on you.
Because as your mother, I have to say something.
As your mother, you should say something. Like I would want, I say stuff to my kids all the time. It doesn't mean they're going to listen to me. And then they call me back after they didn't listen to me. And they're like, Mom. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I'm not here to tell you I told you so.
No.
I'm here to pick it up. Like, go ahead, let's band-aid the boo-boo and let's just keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. How was your mom during during your divorce? She seems like she's very supportive.
My mom's my number one person. And I think it was me thinking also at some point, being a mother, choosing to be a mother is choosing to be a lot of responsibility. And I think we don't think about it that our voice that we talk to our children becomes their inner dialogue, their subconscious. So it's certain things that I hear that my mother, lessons that she's told me all my life, that I would hear that would come back up. And then even in talking to her throughout the divorce, she was just the single person, just very much, she just knows, not that I'm stubborn, but when I make a decision, the decision has been made. So she's just very much, I'm going to be supportive of you and I'm going to guide you through this and hold your hand through this. So she's always the most supportive person. Even if I'm wrong, she's going to find a way to make that I was right. Well, you didn't have enough information. That's why you said, she's going to hold me accountable. But really, truly, I wouldn't have been able to get through any of this without my mom.
No, because again, divorce is grief.
Absolutely.
It's I mean, I wasn't married, but I was with my kid's father long enough that I felt divorced.
Understandable, yes.
I felt divorced.
A relationship ending of any kind.
I felt like this is crazy. Like I was just like, it took me a minute to come back to myself.
Yeah.
And it honestly took me a minute to find myself. And still at my age, some days I'm like, do I even like, I remember one time going on vacation with my kids and they were like, well, where do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? What do you want to eat? And I'm like, I don't know. What do y'all want to eat? And they're like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, I don't know. What do y'all want to eat? And that was the day I realized I had no idea what I wanted to eat because I've been eating what everybody else wanted to eat. I've been letting them decide. I've been letting my child's father decide. I've been letting everybody decide what I wanted to eat besides me. And then when my son looked at me and said, make a decision. I was like, I'm an adult, but I'm growing up because I've been living my life for other people so long, for my kids so long, doing other things that other people wanted me to do so long. Hell, I felt like the runaway bride. I didn't know what eggs I wanted.
Right.
I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just take scrambled. I'll just take poached. I'll just take whatever. Mariah, what eggs do you want? I'll eat them. And then finally I was like, damn.
I don't even like eggs.
I was like, nobody's ever going to have this control on me again. Right. They come over my house now, they ain't no damn eggs. I'm like, I don't have anything. Like,
order them, fix them yourself.
Yes. I think it's so good. And I just, do the kids ever not want to go?
No.
Really?
No. I don't know why. It's because I think the 2-2 is kind of like you're being shifted. And so they do say, oh, well, I miss my other mother or I miss her, but I'm really happy to see you. Oh. And so it's always, and then even no matter who they're with, we're FaceTime every single night. Like, it's just really, I really can't complain. I have no complaints. I really can't. But no, the girls, I'm truly thankful. And it's been, deep praying to God about this.
It has to be.
But honestly, it's never been, oh, I don't want to go. And I prepared myself for it. Prepared myself for those conversations. Don't take it personally. Like, you can't take this personally. They are allowed to have their feelings. They're allowed to express their feelings.
And it's best to get them out.
Yes. And then sometimes the households are different. Like, she has a townhome, I have an apartment. It could be anything that they maybe want to just be over there. Maybe something exciting's going on over there. It could be anything. So I try not to take any big feelings personally. I try not to have an outward reaction like, oh my God, you feel that way? And just pause and listen. And I think anytime I do that, it always ends like, well, I'm just so happy to be here and I love you so much.
Because it's peaceful. It's because it's peaceful.
I love a peaceful house.
That is very big for me. Like, I want people to walk into my house and feel like, wow, I'm at home.
Oh, well, you've got it.
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Yes, I want you to feel like I'm at home. Like, I love when my kids are grown, and when your kids get this age, you're going to be like, gosh, he said that.
Yeah.
I love when my kids love coming home.
Yes.
My kids love coming home. Like, they'll come home, and it cracks me up because I'll watch them come home, and the first thing I'll do is open the refrigerator.
Yes.
And then they're like, Mom, do you eat? And I'm like, not like I used to because nobody's here.
Right.
But as soon as my kids come home, they walk around. They look, they check on the dog. They'll go upstairs. And I'm like, why are you going upstairs? Don't nobody even live here.
Right.
Like, right. But it's like they're home.
Mm.
They come down. I mean, it's crazy. My son was like, this house is like a museum. It's like still all our stuff in it. Well, where's it gonna go? I'm like, honey, you're home. Like, welcome home. And so when you make your home comfortable for your kids, they always want to come back.
Yes.
It's always a good night's sleep. Like Gracie will come home and be like, I can't wait for my bed. I could not. Even when Mariah comes home, she's like, my bed. I mean, like she's like a whole grown woman with a man. Like, and my son's married, and him and his wife are coming to spend the night with me this week.
Oh, slumber party.
Yeah, and they live here, and they bring the dog. It's the best. It is the best. It is the best. I would say I'm so excited that you got your glow back.
Thank you.
Do you think it left? I don't. I think it's impossible for you not to glow.
Thank you first. Thank you. I'll be honest. I wasn't a mother who lost myself in motherhood. That wasn't my kind of story.
You did say Leo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Leos are like that.
Yeah.
Leos are like that. It's very hard. It's very hard to get a lioness.
What we want.
Yes, a lioness is a beast.
Yes, yes. But I'm very good about compromising. I'm very good about accountability. I think my big thing was when we talk about grief, and I think I heard somewhere like grief is love that has no place to go. Mm-hmm. So when you start thinking about, I know all these things about this person. I know how they like their ex. I know how they like their laundry. I know how they want their hair to be done. All this information in your head, like I was constantly thinking, like, how can I do this better? How can this be better? Okay, is she happy? Is she not happy? Is she this? Is she that? And it never should have been my job, but that was something I took on.
Correct.
Because that's just the kind of person
that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
And so I think the coming back and using more of that energy on me, I think that's what's felt.
Do you think this has helped your career? Helped you make different decisions as far as how you want to move your career, because you guys were both filming together, correct? Right. So how do you think this is going to adjust y'all's career life?
We still work together.
Great.
Working together has been good. I think the biggest thing has always been the representation and the authenticity. So if my goal was to be show representation, if my goal was authenticity, then that doesn't stop. So you follow the journey. And so people either continue the journey with us or we bring in new people.
I was looking, you guys have a friend, Lamar?
Yes.
Okay. How's that work with your friendship? Is he still friends with both of y'all?
Yeah.
Just
do you know Lamar?
No, I just did my research, girl.
Oh, okay. Yes, Lamar is the girl's godfather. I think more than anything, I believe in boundaries. And I think very early on, I recognized that he was a safe space for her. And I didn't want him to have to compromise being a safe space for her for being a safe space for me.
Oh my God, I did the same thing with my guy friend. Oh my God, I did the same thing with my guy friend. I was like, when I was in college, I have a really, really good friend, and he never understood why I only got so close. And it's because, I mean, it's boundaries.
It's boundaries. And I think it will put them both in unfair situation. And I think at the end of the day, asking someone to choose, a friend to choose, is a hard choice to make.
It is very, because when my ex and I separated, for a while, like some of his friends tried to stay my friends, and oh yeah. And I'm like, y'all know the tea, and I'm not about to tell you the tea. I'm not about to tell you the tea. Like, I'm not about to go into that, or how my life was, or what happened, or what went wrong, or who said what.
What you doing now?
So what I did is I just said, okay. And unfortunately, you have to just break it off. It's like, you just have to break it off, because it's like, I don't have any tea. Like, if you're waiting on me to bash him, I'm not. If you're waiting on me to say something wrong, I'm not. If you're waiting on the story, it's never coming.
Exactly.
So you just continue to play your violin, because it's not happening. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not. So that's why I asked you to see if everybody's still in one big bubble. But I think that you've done well creating your own bubble.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was the goal because what I do like when you talk about peaceful home, I thought of my home very similar to that.
Mhm.
And so when I had to sell the home, which was grief there, I told myself, which a part of me has always felt, my person, I want to feel home to people. I want to be a soft landing spot for people, not to take advantage of, not to land, to take resources,
Right.
but always I'm such a person that I don't want to judge anyone. I don't like anyone to feel like if they tell me something, I'm like, oh, you did what now?
Mm-hmm.
I just like to be a soft landing, non-judgmental person. And I think I'm gonna have some shady comments and I'm gonna get some jokes off
Mm-hmm.
because my jokes are good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
somebody
okay.
gotta hear it.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody has to hear this
Okay.
witty
That's me.
commentary.
That's me. I'm a little flip with the
A
lip.
little
I'm a
quick,
little quick. I'm a little
just a little
quick
quick.
too. Mm-hmm.
So my goal was like, okay, let me be home to people. And if I have to make the tough decisions, I can make the tough decisions with love and with peace. But if you're around me, it's no love lost, none of that, just boundaries for everyone.
It should be. And I will say this, it took me years to learn the boundaries.
Mhm.
I mean, that's why I can sit and say, I'm proud of you for learning them early. Within a year to 2 years of your divorce, know your boundaries.
Yeah.
I didn't have it. The family would still come visit, people would still come over,
Mhm.
I was just welcoming everybody. And like, I was like, what's happening? What the fuck is really happening? Right.
Right.
And it's like,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
they're here. They're here. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it was hard to explain, but I wish that I wish I had a me
Mhm.
going through that situation.
Yeah.
Because if I had a me, I would have just glided on through it like, hey, okay, I got this.
Right.
But when you don't have a me, it's like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to say no, right? I didn't know how to say no.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't know how to cut off those friendships. It took me years to wean them away. I didn't know how to say, you know what? I'm just really not going to do that because that's just not going to make me happy. I just did it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'll take one for the team.
You know,
And there is no I in team. And that shit was not fun.
yeah.
That shit was not
I think for me, I was thinking I had spent so much time building a life that I loved, like a
fun.
career that I loved, a family I was proud of, a home I was proud of. So when everything gets flipped around, I'm having to rebuild. And rebuilding is tough and it's hard, but it also shows my grit. If I did it once, then I'm gonna do it again. It's
Mhm.
uncomfortable, it's hard, but I'm gonna do it again. And if I have to do it, I don't want to be inconvenienced.
Mm-mm.
I was inconvenienced before, but this time, if I have to do it this time and it's harder and I'm older and I have two kids, it's only so much I can be inconvenienced.
One thing that I'm going to tell you is your success and your resilience will always keep your career in line. You being an influencer, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the mother that you are, the person that you are, God's going to do nothing but bless you for your obedience.
Thank you. I
Because
received that.
had you stayed in a situation that wasn't where He wanted you,
Mm,
then you'd be working your ass off trying to make sure that career stayed tight. Then you'd be working your ass off making sure you kept that glow. Then you'd be working your ass off to make sure that you were a mother that looked happy in front of your kids. When you do what God has for you to do, even though it seems like you're on the grind now, even though it seems like, well, I'm redirecting my life, I got to rebuild, I
mhm.
got to put the Lego pieces back together,
Yes.
right? I'm like, let's just stack my Legos up. I'm getting it, I'm getting it. And then every few minutes, you put the wrong piece there. And you're like, dang, do I have to start all over? Mm-mm. God will honor that. And through all that, He's going to make you golden because you did the right thing. Now, had you stayed another 5 or 6 years trying to figure it out, and God help, don't let the other little mama be mad at me, but I don't want little mama mad at me. But had you stayed and tried to figure out her life
Mhm.
to keep y'all's life, that doesn't work. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yes.
It's time to go. It's better for the kids. So, okay, I know this is a bad question, but let me
Ooh,
ask.
this makes me a little excited. Okay.
Are we dating?
Okay. Let's talk about
Let's talk about it.
dating. Specifically dating after divorce.
Okay.
Because I've been out the game, a little background. I'm a serial monogamist. I
Okay.
was in a relationship from 16 to 22, 21 maybe. Met my former wife. I think former wife sounds. I like how that sounds versus ex-wife. Like, your position got reorganized. You got reorganized.
I think it's good.
I like
I think you call it what you want to.
like
It's
it.
all good for me.
I like it. I met her 21 when I was 22, excuse me. And so
you do realize you were like a baby.
Absolutely.
You were
so I wasn't dating.
You were verde. You were green.
Yes.
Very, very, very green.
I wasn't dating with intention. I wasn't dating to marry.
You were green.
I thought she was cute.
Yes.
You want to kick it, yes or no?
Right.
Do you want tacos?
Right.
That's the question.
It's called completely innocent and green. You had no idea.
No. So now I got some ideas. I got some questions. I got some thoughts. And then the even dating, the approach to dating is different because now I'm very much aware of, and baggage isn't a good word, but I'm very much aware of we are all an accumulation of experiences that we have experienced in our life. Any person that I date and bring into my life.
You do realize that was a really nice way to put baggage. Okay, go ahead. You got it.
I'm very careful about what you bringing in to my life and my energy because I just chose peace.
And if it comes in your house, it stays in your house.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. So I think the approach to dating now is different because it's intentional. I've never been someone who dates multiple people at a time. I never even had a lot of time dating. I was maybe fresh and fast, if you could even call it fast, for a couple months. Big Mama didn't have a big run.
Aww.
Just a couple months. That was it. And so now I'm still very intentional when I date, but I'm very honest too. This is what I am. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I have to offer. Either you're in it or you're not.
Was she your first love?
Yeah, I think my first adult love. I think my first boyfriend, I was with him for 5-6 years, but we were young. We're still living in our parents' home. We're going through college. We're figuring that out. I think, yes, she was my first love as an adult, but we were both figuring ourselves out individually, but together, and then working towards like marriage, family, purchasing homes, business.
Are you open to dating men?
Yeah. My approach to my sexuality has been pansexual. So it's not so much like the person's genitalia versus their overall being, their character, their approach to life. That's what gets me turned on, which is very annoying and very inconvenient because it's like I'm not walking into spaces like looking at someone like, oh, you turn me on so much. Like, okay, well, how's your relationship with your mom? You got kids?
I said in one of our shows, and I will say it again, love who loves you.
Yes.
You got to love who loves you. And I think that's why there's so many unhappy people because they either try to manipulate love. They try to think love looks like this certain piece of art. They think love looks like a certain way, a certain height, a certain bank account. Love who loves you.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't care if it's man, woman, black, white, Asian. Love the person that loves you. Be interested in the person that's interested in you. Because when it's one-sided, it's very, very disturbing.
And I think love is cute, love is kind, love is patient. I value respect. So I think on days where having been in a marriage, a long-term relationship where you're not, oh, I'm so in love with you, I respect you.
Right.
And so that's my biggest thing. How do you respect people? How do you treat people? So my approach to relationships is different.
I think at the end of the line, people that have been married for 30 or 40 years, or people that have been married a long, long time, they love one another. But I think the thing that keeps them together the most is the respect.
Absolutely.
I think that, you go through phases. I'm in love with you this week. I'm out of love with you this week. It's like I like chocolate this week. I'm on a diet next week.
Absolutely.
You can't, you go through different phases in your life, especially when it comes to love. Like, so if you've been with somebody for 40 years and they say, oh, I've loved him forever, they lying. Like there's days that they did not like that person, right? There are days they didn't want to be with them. And when I say to you, like, are you dating? Are you willing to date? I think it's good that you're open to it.
Yes.
I think it's very good.
It's so funny because that's what a lot of people's first questions been like, okay, so it's men next. And I'm like, what is this excitement? What is this?
I don't think that. Like,
I didn't get that from your question.
No, yeah. When I ask you that, what I think is, I think that you're so genuine that it's who's next. who's next?
Yeah.
Like who's gonna, because you're probably gonna get a lot of people like checking for you, like, right? But I think it's gonna be like, who's next?
Mm-hmm.
Who's willing to fill in that space?
Absolutely.
Who's willing to do the work?
That the work is the biggest part, because I'm not into a look. I'm not into being another social media couple. I would actually prefer for you not to know how to use a phone except to call me. Um, yeah, so I'm very much into the work. So the whole approach is different, and dating's different now. The
Everything's
conversation's
different.
different.
And nobody calls you. They
Nobody.
DM you or they text you. It's like, can
No.
you call me? Can you pick up the phone and call?
Yeah.
Can we have a conversation?
Because before I go on a date, I need a conversation. I need to know you can carry a conversation. Are you even interested? Yeah, and
And a
then
lot of people hide behind their texts, or they
oh,
DM you. Like, don't slide up in my DM. That's just stupid. Like,
no.
first of all, I'm too old for that shit. But don't do that. Like, that's just like, I probably won't even see it anyway, because I don't even really read the DMs. Like, right, and then it'll be like a week later, I'm like, girl, I didn't even see this, or hey, you text me, I didn't know. Like, I don't really care about those. Like,
I don't mind the DMs. I think my thing with the DMs is that DMs, unless there's any deleting, shows history. So if I see that
like
you're,
text.
yeah. So if I see you're like, hey, kind of checking in, like, what you got going on? And I scroll up, and 2-3 years ago, you were just talking about how beautiful me and my wife look together, how beautiful our family was together. It's kind of like, so were you just kind of like waiting?
I'm sure some people were. I mean, I hate to say that, but I'm sure they were.
That makes me think about your integrity.
Yeah, but I'm sure people be trying to save a spot. Yeah, they be waiting on their spot. Like, come on.
So yeah.
I used to have people tell me they saw, my kid's father at a restaurant. I'm like,
okay.
Did you call me to tell me that?
Is this
I
news?
just saw him at a restaurant. Okay. And you want to date me? Bad answer.
Oh,
bad answer.
Goodness.
Don't ever tell me you saw him. You should have got an autograph. Like, don't ever do that.
God.
Don't ever do that. Like, that's just like
block.
Yeah, it's like
yeah. And it's so hard for me to be attracted to someone. So I think I'm just.
Why do you think it's hard for you to be attracted to somebody?
Because I'm thinking about the character, and I'm thinking about, like, are you an ethical person? How do you move through life? Like, what's your stance on Meg the Stallion? Like, these are things I need to know.
Oh, Meg the Stallion.
Yes.
It's a great stance. You want to talk about it real quick?
We can, absolutely.
Okay. What do you think about that?
I love Meg. I think
we
she's
love
beautiful.
Meg too.
Absolutely. And I just want the best for her.
So back in the day, Halle Berry was dating or married to Dave Justice. I don't know if y'all remember this, or I'm showing my age, and I probably am. And when he cheated on her and they got a divorce, it tore Atlanta up. Like, we were like, what? Negro, you just cheated on Halle Berry? Like,
he was a baseball player?
Flipping. Yes. This is Halle Berry. We were like, oh my God. Like, what just happened? And I remember my mom and my grandmother saying, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. It doesn't matter how much money you got. It doesn't matter. Men do what they gonna do.
I mean, Beyonce has Lemonade for a reason. Right. And when I listen to Lemonade, I'm like, this is the Beyonce.
They don't care.
No.
They don't care. So I look at situations like when you have two people that are huge power couples, right? I can't lie. I was really, really voting for Clay. Like, I was I knew he was an athlete. And I've got children with athletes. And I was just kind of like, I was just kind of hoping it would work. And I was hoping that it would work for Meg. Because she lost her mom, she lost her dad. She was so excited cooking that Thanksgiving meal. I mean, they were on the boat together doing all the and this. And I said in our last episode, I was talking about dating athletes. It takes a special type of woman to date an athlete.
Absolutely.
Because those two egos collide. And whether a man wants to say it or not, that's an ego that collides when you have a woman as powerful as Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care how strong you say you are or how Billy Badass you think you are. That is very difficult to date a woman like a Meg the Stallion.
Yes.
I was hoping that it worked. A part of me was like, but the heartache, she's grieving too.
Absolutely, she is. And then having to do it so publicly.
She's grieving too. Like, I mean, it makes my heart break, but it makes my heart break for every woman in a relationship and people don't respect the relationship. Mm-hmm. Because I say this all the time. I tell my kids, God's never going to give you somebody else's husband or wife.
That is not your person.
Or wife. God's never going to honor that. Yeah. And in this case, it's like everybody in the world knows that Megan the Stallion is dating Clay. Mm-hmm. Who don't know? Like, I mean, like literally, unless you just live under a rock somewhere in Idaho, like who don't know? Why would you mess with her, man? So that makes me question women as sisters, women as bonding together, like women as women. Like, I'm not gonna date your wife. Yeah. And I know that's your wife. Mm-hmm. And if you're dating somebody like Meg the Stallion, it's a camera in the hotel, it's a camera in the restaurant, everywhere. It's a camera on the corner. Mm-hmm. It's unnecessary sadness.
It's unnecessary, especially when it's preventable. But the thing is, you don't want to be honest because you don't want to be honest because you know what's going to happen. You know, if you say, I'm actually non-monogamous, I don't think I can be with one woman, you know you're going to lose a man. Mm-hmm. But you're still going to lose a man because you honestly were putting up a stance, putting up a
facade.
A facade, thank you.
A facade.
In the first place. Mm-hmm. And it's so sad because, like, for everything that she's been through, you know, when you finally let your guards down, you trust someone.
Oh, my life. My life. That's my life. That is my life. Because I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. You understand how hard it is? I am like,
in the wind.
My house. Everything's ready. Mm-hmm. Let's all go. I'm like a butterfly flying in the wind. Like, right? And to cage you in, trap you in, and then let you down, it's like clipping my wing. And so I can only imagine how sad she is. But that goes back to say, and our conversation is going in a different direction. I think it's great. Why do you think, as a side chick, you're going to win? Why do you think you're going to win? What makes you think that you can change him? So it's like women, and I said this in another show, women always feel like, but he loves me more. Mm-hmm. He's going to treat my kids different. He's going to be a better dad to my kids than he was your kids. He's going to treat me better. Oh, he's probably actually going to marry me, or he's going to be with me.
And you know what's sad? What I wonder about, and it could be the lesbian in me, it could be the queerness in me, is how much of it is about him and how much of it is you're looking at her. And you're seeing the treatment that she gets. And you're seeing everything work out for her. And you're thinking, that could be me. What's so special about her?
I will tell you, it is almost impossible for two egos like that to stay together.
No.
Those two egos, somebody has to be fed. Mm-hmm. And when somebody's not getting fed enough, mm-hmm. right? So it takes a special type of woman to do that because you have to take a backseat. I commend A$AP Rocky and Rihanna for figuring it out.
Oh my goodness, yes.
For figuring it out.
Because you almost have to take turns.
Right.
Whose project is leading?
Right. Who's doing this? I was reading an article on them and they said they don't even have nannies. They're like, we watch our own kids.
I love that.
We watch our own kids. Mm-hmm. And he pays all the bills, even though she's a billionaire. Love right? It. She's letting him be the man. Mm-hmm. Right? She's not pulling from his ego. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Meg did that. I think Meg genuinely, in her whole heart, loved this man. Mm-hmm. I think she loved this man, and I'm really sad for her brokenness.
What makes me sad to think about is when you go through breakups and you go through divorces, how much it makes you question yourself and your intention and your intuition. Excuse me, because I think about how many conversations I had with God, like, I'm really happy. Can I trust this? Is this real? And then you finally let your guards down. You're like, okay, hey, God, I think this is for me. I'm laying here and I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to fight it anymore. I'm not going to question it anymore. I'm not going to lead with ego. I'm thinking I'm not going to lead and block.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be in my feminine and I'm just going to relax. And then someone proves that inner thing that says, oh, you don't deserve this. This isn't real. This isn't right. You prove that voice right. Oh my God. You prove the darkest voice, the voice I was trying to quiet down. You prove them right.
Mm-hmm. When I was younger, social media didn't have a part in any of this.
It
Like
makes it
it
so much
didn't have.
worse. Mm-hmm.
I said again. I just said this. I thank God I didn't have social media when my kids were little, and when I was going through the breakup, or I was going through whatever I went through with my child's father, because I probably would have been on Snap. Like I
Yes.
would have not. I probably would have nutted up because I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know how you live your. It took me this long to come out of my shell, to come out and have a conversation with somebody, to talk about being a single mom, to talk about moving on with my life, to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best friends had a reality TV show for years, and I was on the show maybe twice, never talked, never said a word.
Yeah.
And I would never come out and express what I went through or how I was. I knew a lot of things about me and I was still figuring me out. The one thing that I knew about me the most was that I had raised some amazing children.
Yeah.
I knew that I had been a really good mom. I'm excited to be a really good grandma. And so it was my ministry to the world to share my motherhood. It was my ministry to the world to help women heal with their broken hearts and to help women figure out who they were and see the beauty in them. And even through your brokenness, there's beauty
Yes.
because God's still picking those pieces up and making you whole. And I used to always tell myself, when I was going through it and I was just like, ugh, but at the end of the day, He's going to make you golden. At the end of the day, you will have a ministry. You will help women that have been through this heal. You will help them see that, you know, they've probably done the right thing for their children. So their children don't have to grow up in a world of my mom hates my dad hates my mom, and that brings about generational curses or sins,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we want to break those.
Mm-hmm.
We want to break those. And I just wish women would understand that. I mean, I guess if it's not your man, it's not your man. Or if it's not your woman, it's not your woman, right? If it's not your person, like you said,
Yes.
it's not your person.
What's for you is for you. You're not gonna have to
Look,
hide.
I,
Absolutely.
I don't touch it.
No.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's the internet.
Yeah. And I think about even for me thinking about going through the divorce. And at one point, even when I was going through it, I said, at some point, I'm going to have to tell my community.
Hmm.
And I'm going to have to be strong enough to receive whatever feedback that is.
Hmm.
So, however she's feeling by herself, Meg the Stallion, however she's feeling, to then log on and see thousands and millions of comments and opinions, that just adds to it.
But I love that she just straight hit it.
Yeah.
She just straight was like,
Here you go.
"You cheated."
Goodbye.
I, I don't really want to talk about this, but when people come on and say she shouldn't have did that, she shouldn't have aired it, she shouldn't have told,
Why
she
not?
shouldn't have done this. These women are going on podcasts telling their whole life stories. No, women are going on podcasts being empowered and freeing themselves.
Being transparent.
She just let everybody know, hey, he's a cheater.
Yeah. Because secrets allow abuse. That's what we tell kids now. Nothing's a secret.
That is so good. Did you just say secrets allow abuse?
Secrets allow the continuation of abuse.
Oh my God. Here we cussing again.
Okay,
That's
let's do
great.
that. Yes.
Secrets. We should put that on a t-shirt because we should put that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Because back, like when I grew up, this was the same. What goes on in this house
Stays.
stays in this house.
But then, people unfortunately have people they're close to who take advantage and say, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone because they won't understand. Don't tell anyone because they'll be mad. How is that any different than not telling someone what you were, because this is a type of abuse, emotional abuse. You signed me up for something that was completely different than what I thought I was. And there's some lying in there. There's a lot of lying. And then cheating, you're impacting my body. You are impacting my body. Condom use or not, you put your mouth somewhere it wasn't supposed to be, and then you came home and kissed me and be touching on me.
Yes.
There's a lot. No, that's an abuse. That's abuse, abuse, abuse. Why am I going to be quiet about it? I want everyone to know how you move.
And there's a lot of abuse. There's financial abuse. There's verbal abuse. There's mental abuse. There's sexual abuse. There's emotional abuse. It is abuse.
All of it's bad.
All of it's bad.
Yeah.
And I love the fact, I love what you just said. No more secrets.
No.
Let it out. And I can remember when I would go through different things and I was raising my kids, and a lot of it, I didn't know how to I didn't know how to talk my kids through their emotions. I didn't know how to talk my kids through what was happening.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, I had 3 kids, all different ages. Like my son's 34. My daughter's 25. My youngest is 19. I was all over the place.
Right.
Like I was all over the place. And I was by myself. We had made a deal that he would provide financially. I would stay home. I have my degrees. I had this famous line: "When you ready to give up your suits for my stilettos, let me know." I was busy because I used to always kind of regret that I didn't get my career. I would regret that I didn't keep going. But what was I gonna do?
Right. With kids?
But I mean, he couldn't be here. He was traveling. He was on the road. He was working.
Right.
And I extended the grace to that, but I was only one person doing 50 things, and I was like, well, hello?
What's for me?
That's why I didn't know what kind of eggs I liked. I had no idea what kind of egg I wanted because nobody offered to fix me eggs.
Right.
Which was crazy because now my kids are like, Mom, pick an egg.
Any egg.
Pick an egg.
Any egg.
And you get an egg. And you get an egg. Now it's like, I want women to understand bear all that fruit into your children. Put it into your children. Put it into yourself.
Yes.
Know that it's possible. Know that anything's possible. Know that you got this. Like know that, hey, every day ain't gonna be like, rainbows and lollipops. Right. This isn't Willy Wonka. But understand that it's possible. And then when your kids get older, they're gonna be like, Mom, and you get an egg, and you get an egg. And it's all gonna work out. It is gonna work out.